Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss about what is authentication. See, authentication is nothing but authentication answer the question, who are you? For example, see here, the user authentication means when you log in into an application using your username and password or Google sign in or Microsoft sign in or fingerprint or face ID. The application actually checking whether you are really a person you claim to be. That means you are a valid user or not. It is going to check that one. So when you are entering that your username, actually it is asking to enter that your password, or it is asking to enter that OTP which is sent to that your mobile number or that your email ID. Those all are authentications. So authentication actually is it's validating using that password or that OTP values. So for example, you are entering that your username and you're entering that your password and that application, for example Gmail, if you're trying to log in, or that any of the bank application, if you're trying to log in, first it will try to validate whether that user is the valid user or not. If that user is the valid user means, so user is authenticated and allowed to log in. This is the concept of authentication. The every application, so the authentication means, so it is validating the users. See, usually we will get that some confusion. So when we are using that word authentication and authorization, see here in the next slide, I will explain that one. What is the meaning of that? What is the differences between, what is the differences between the authentication and authorization? See here, the authentication is nothing but it's just verifying the identity, whether that user is valid user or not. It is going to verify that one. Then what is the meaning of authorization? Authorization actually it is going to validate that one, what access you have it, verifying the permission. Authorization is nothing but it's verifying the permissions. So authentication it is going to ask you who are you, and authorization it is telling you what you can do it after login. And authorization actually authentication, so it's doing that login process. Authorization it is doing that one access control, what you can access. For example, imagine you are logging into this your employee portal or HR application. So you are an employee, you are logging using that your credential, so you are able to log in into that application. Then you have that one authentication, you are able to log in into that application, then it's the meaning of that one, you have that authentication. But at the same time, you are trying to view that employee salary section. It will not allow you because you logged in using that your credential. You are an employee. You have that limited access. So if you want to access that salary information of the all employees means you should have the access like a HR manager. See, everyone can log in, but what they can view, what they can access, authorization going to decide it. So authentication, so it is going to validate the user is valid user or not, and authorization going to tell you what access you have it. So this is the concept of authentication and authorization in every business application.